Hey.
Hey.
Ooh. Hey.
Come on with
Happy
the
Friday. Happy Friday. Hey, listen. Creativity is bubbling, baby.
Hey.
Happy Friday. Happy Friday.
Get it, Nick.
Friday.
Get it, girl.
Get it. Hey. Yes, y'all.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
God.
My beautiful sisters.
Hey, y'all.
Hey.
What's up, y'all? What's
today?
Oh, all this joy.
Into the space.
Come on
Right.
into the space, y'all.
We're going to wait for some folks to come on in. I know we're doing things a little earlier today, but I loved how Carrie said a little brunch vibe.
Yes, little brunch vibe. Yes.
Word. Yes, y'all.
I see y'all starting to come in. Say hello
Yes.
to us.
Hi,
Welcome to the sip.
everybody.
Welcome to the people. Oh my gosh, it's nice to do this on a Friday morning though. I hope you got your coffee and ready to have a little brunch convo with us, you know.
Right.
Thanks. Absolutely.
Hope everybody's feeling well. This hot weather, honey. How is it hotter in Denver than it was in Mexico?
In Mexico, that's wild.
This
I
week
was
I've
like,
been toasted, y'all. Just burning up.
We walked off the plane yesterday, and I'm like, it's 1,000 degrees out.
Right,
here.
1,000 actual degrees.
Wow.
I don't like using AC, but I finally put the AC on, and I've been trying to do Zumba classes in this heat, and it's been like, whoo, Jesus! You thought you had it together, sis. 99 degrees in Colorado ain't no joke,
honey. That dryness
over snow any day.
It's a whole
I
oven.
sure will.
Like facts.
I'm not gonna complain because this is way better than cold.
Right.
But there's like never any. Can I just get a spring? Like,
go ahead. Bring it in, Mo.
Like, can we? Like, why do we go from 30 to 100
Child,
in a day?
For real.
Like what?
And
if you look at the forecast, it's like 100 for the next.
Right. And I be like, God, like, thank you, but like, can you turn it down just a little?
Right.
Can you just like a couple notches?
A notch.
You know,
a month of 70.
Thanks.
Consistently.
We got like 2 days of 70.
Right.
Like, we don't get no fall. We don't get no spring. It is summer and winter. Period.
Summer and winter.
But okay.
It's all good. You know, we live in our best.
We are here.
Right. And welcome back from vacation, Neek.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm feeling tanned and refreshed. As y'all can see, I'm about 3 shades darker. Okay.
Yes, baby.
And I'm feeling it. Okay. Got the summer braids in.
Yes,
okay.
baby.
Can't tell nobody nothing.
Looking good, sis. And I like the eye. Okay.
Oh yes,
the do a little, everything. Thank you, y'all.
Y'all look fabulous. Y'all look fabulous.
She's giving you jewel tones for the beach,
honey.
Yes. I love it.
Listen, vacation was everything. You know, it was a reminder to me that you have to rest.
Yes, you do.
And it was so hard for the first couple of days for me to actually rest my brain. I kept feeling like, am I really here?
Right.
And then by like day 2, day 3, I was like, okay, girl, like you can rest your mind and rest your brain. But if you can get somewhere this year, I encourage everybody to just do it. Even if it's just a few days, we just need absolutely, Andrea, I hope I'm saying your name right. Self-care, sis. Self-care. So it's so important. And I was all up in the spa, y'all.
Girl, all the spa life, yes.
It was amazing.
Yes.
I'm feeling really good, ready to start working on some new music and
come on, girl.
And just be back for the summer. How y'all feeling though today?
I'm feeling good. What's up, Tammy? What's up, Camille? What's up, Andrea?
Tammy.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. I'm doing
Tammy's
good,
like changing
girl.
it up on you. Sorry, Tammy. Oh, my bad. I wasn't seeing the comments. But yeah, how
we're
you
giving
doing,
you all the
Raj?
surprises, okay? Y'all don't know whatever you're gonna get with the sip this year. We got so many things in the works. Y'all just got to keep up with the notifications.
That's
Make sure
right.
that you subscribe to all of our channels and things.
All of it. Go ahead, tell them, Raj.
Okay, because we got the goodness, honey. We got the goodness coming to you.
And if they want to contact us, how do they reach us, Raj?
Hey girl at thesippodcast.com.
She was like, listen, put me on the spot, baby. I'm ready.
Right.
I'm ready.
Yes.
Don't ask me what the website is and the Instagram, but listen.
Honey, right. That underscore gets me every time.
Every
Like,
time.
wait a minute. Which one is it?
For real.
Oh, man. But thank y'all so much for tuning in. What you going to say, Raj?
No, I was just going to answer your question. I'm doing good. It has been a week. There is so much good stuff going on. Some of it behind the scenes, so I can't really share, but my girls know. So it is a lot of goodness. If y'all seen some of the pictures I've been posting lately, I've been doing a really special project. So I'm excited about that. I'm also excited about what's going on with the dude. Beautiful is just taking off. I'm so proud of him.
So proud.
If y'all saw, he just released some cropped hoodies and stuff. I just posted those on my page and on my Instagram. So please, y'all go to beautiful.com and support the brother doing big things.
And them t-shirt dresses are everything.
Everything.
Yes.
I'm putting it in the chat, baby. Y'all better support. Go ahead and get yours.
Yes, and shout out to Katie, one of our previous guests. She modeled his t-shirt dress and killed it, honey. She looks so fly. So, yeah.
She looks amazing.
Awesome. And I'm sipping on some coffee because the struggle is real.
Because you know.
I'm sipping on water.
Water, baby. I got
H2O, okay? Because I had enough tequila in the last 6 days.
Girl, I want to know all your turn escapades. I want.
We didn't get no drunk IG.
No drunk IG.
We didn't get no.
You know what? Because I was really trying to be present. Like I kept leaving my phone in the room because I feel like my phone is always so glued to me, and I'm always like that. I was like, no, girl, no. You're gonna go down there and take Aaron's phone, play some music on his phone, and you're gonna leave your phone. And it felt really good. At first, it was like my phone, but then I'm like, no, girl, sit your behind down and stare at the palm trees.
Girl, I just need cabana life. I need some cabana life. And I'm not going to be able to do like vacation like I want, but I've decided that I'm going to do the best in-home staycation. Like I want a pool party. I want cabana-esque living in my backyard this year.
Yes,
because we start to celebrate, y'all. We've been through a lot, man.
Absolutely.
What?
Preach that, sis.
And I feel like that's just kind of the vibe of like this summer and this year is like just we survived.
Yes.
Now let's, things are coming back. It's like, be safe, do what you need to do. I ain't tripping. If you vaccinated, great. If you're not, it's your choice. I don't care.
Your choice. Right.
Just do what you need to do to practice your own self-care and reunite with those who you love. Like life is short.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah.
I gotta say thank you, Camille. Camille says she ordered a t-shirt dress. Thank you, Camille. It'll be coming to you soon. I think I saw him making it, so it's coming soon, boo. And Tammy said tequila is good all day, any day. Yes, sis. Okay.
Girl, it is. Okay. It is.
How you doing, Carrie? You're on mute, babe.
Y'all ain't hear nothing I said.
No,
you did.
Nah, I'm over here trying to figure out why my comments aren't updating. I don't know. It's been a morning with technology, but it's all good.
Child.
I'm well. I'm blessed and highly favored in the Lord. Thank you.
Honey, in the Lord, yes.
In the Lord, baby. In the Lord. Go ahead, say.
We are blessed and highly favored.
Come
Never
on.
let a day go by.
Come on.
Go ahead, me.
Yes.
Okay.
Hey. My brother in the background added some harmonies. Listen. Nah, I'm feeling good. I'm surrounded by love. I'm feeling peaceful. I'm great. So thank you so much for asking. It was a beautiful Friday. You know, I'm in New York right now, visiting some family and some friends, and so all is well. Can't complain.
Yes, New York. I know. We got to figure out. Next Friday, we may be doing the sip from New York. No. We gotta figure that out. We ain't talked about it.
Y'all be doing it, but I'm gonna be here. I'm
you
gonna be in New York.
Oh,
I know. We're gonna be doing the shit from like mama's living room. Not the face. Oh,
woo. I gotta tell my.
And you be the most globe-trotting one of us all talking about. Girl. You know what? No.
Yeah, but I be wanting to globe-trot with y'all though.
Right. Facts. Nah, soon come. We gonna make it happen.
It is.
We gonna be out and about, especially in 2022. We got some plans, baby.
Yes. Well, now that life is kind of opening up for me this summer, y'all. I feel like we should come and do a New York trip the end of the summer. Like, why can't we make that happen? Because I got good news. So, life is kind of awesome now. So,
right. Listen,
you just saying.
Hey,
give me the date.
Listen, Tammy said, I want to roll with y'all. Listen, if we did a meetup in New York, would y'all come? If we did a meetup in New York, if we did like a sip live in New York, maybe we could do it from Steffi's studio. Look at me planning.
Look at me planning. I'm sure Steffi would be about it. About it.
Yes.
And then she could style us, baby.
Hell yeah.
Hey.
Right.
Yeah, we planning with y'all. We a whole crew here.
We absolutely.
Okay, so y'all saying yes, absolutely. We see you in the comments. Okay, so if we decide to do something, maybe like late August or something, y'all, we could do a dope event depending on where Carrie is in the world, because Carrie might be globe-trotting a little bit. But if we could do a meetup or something, yeah,
I'll be down. And Andre, we got to make it happen, sis. Yeah, we got. New York is a vibe. You have to experience it at least once in your life.
God. And listen, I need a rooftop deck cocktail situation in New York.
Come through rooftop deck,
girl.
Come on, Jesus.
Listen, I
Jazzy.
watched
Hey,
Jazzy.
We miss you, boo.
We miss you. Listen, I was watching this morning when I woke up. I watched the new episode of Run the World.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
y'all. First of all, this show
it's good. I gotta catch up. I'm on episode 3 because I'm a little, but it's good, y'all.
I think it's only 3 episodes. I think there's only been 3 that's been out.
Okay.
Yeah, so you good. Okay. Girl, that last one, I was like, I ain't gonna say nothing.
So now I gotta watch it so we can talk about it.
I know. So we can talk about it. We can talk about it.
Like, it gave me my whole New York life. They was dancing at shrines to Afrobeat. I was like, girl, yes. They gave a big nod to the shrine. Like,
we gotta go back there. We gotta play there again. We haven't done the shrine since, and we gotta have Carrie come with us, yo.
Hell yeah!
A freaking crazy set at the shrine.
Yo, let's kill it. Let's make it happen.
Dude,
yeah, we can make that. So maybe we'll do a sip event, plus we'll do a concert, plus we'll just hang. So y'all be looking out. Maybe August. And we got to talk to Steffi because we've already commandeered her studio.
100%.
Right.
You know Stephanie.
Yeah, I called Steffi because we're coming to New York next week, and I called Stephanie like, so can we stay at your place and can I come see the studio? And I'll bring a bottle. I'll be so excited. I was like, wait a minute, when is this happening? I was like, yeah, next week.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like soon.
Right.
Oh, y'all gonna have fun.
It's gonna be cool. Yeah. It's gonna be
y'all gonna meet up with Jazzy?
We got to. It depends because we got to go to Newburgh. But yes, I would love to. Like if we could do it on Monday or something. Yeah. We gotta see. Yeah. I know. Don't make the face, boo. See, while her ass was all in Mexico for a whole week.
Right. Listen, and I was like, this there, like,
and I'm like, I need a beach, baby. Right.
And you will. I was like, I wish I was.
I love it, Tammy. You said you never been to New York, so you be listen. Y'all don't want the sip to take over New York. I'm trying. We know too many people. It's gonna be such.
And we already don't know how to act, so we gonna be.
We really don't.
Right. Maybe we come up with a topic, y'all. Maybe it could be like a fashion segment or something. And we could have Steffi there, and we could talk about like our favorite fashion stuff. Plus, do the sip. Plus, do like an event. Y'all know we know people, so we can make some things happen. We can
find a little venue. Yeah.
Okay. We brainstorming here.
We're gonna get the ball rolling.
We're gonna get the ball rolling. Facts. I love it.
Oh, well, thank y'all so much for tuning in today. Welcome to another episode of The Sip. We don't have a special guest today. We're just going to be on here doing our thing. We hope you enjoy. And if you're watching right now, please hit that share button. It will share right to your timeline so your friends and your family can hop on in and tag some folks if y'all want to jump in on the conversation. And if you're looking at this right on the Sip, you clearly see the title of today's episode titled Bonnet Cake. Now, we're going to be getting into that a little bit later, but
I am not ready. I am not.
I'm ready because I got
I'm ready. I got things to say too. Okay.
Right.
But we're going to start off with our sips for the week.
Oh, and we want to thank our Patreon supporters as well.
Yes.
Please, y'all, continue to support our Patreon. I know that we
coming.
Yes, we are.
You.
Promise.
Because I've heard there was a Patreon supporter that was like, so hold on.
Right.
Well, you know, right. And so I was like, hey, Steffi, I got you. We got you. We coming.
Right.
Yes, we got you.
Yes.
Charge it to our heads and not our hearts, y'all. It's only because we have been blissfully busy. Not because we are ignoring y'all, but we working on that. So
yes, we love y'all.
Coming in the next week or two, we will be doing our cocktail Zoom.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Period.
Yes. But in the meantime, please support our Patreon, and we'll put the link down below.
Yeah.
So, should y'all want to, we'd appreciate any support you can give for this venture that we're building here. We appreciate y'all.
Absolutely.
All right, Sisters in Power.
And I will just say this really quick. Happy Pride. We didn't get a chance
We didn't
get a chance to have our show at the beginning of the month, but June is Pride Month. Shout out to our entire LGBTQIA plus community. We stand with y'all. We ride with y'all. We support y'all.
Yes.
Happy Pride.
All day, every day. Baby.
All day, every day.
All day, every
Appreciate
day.
that, Mo. Thank you.
Of course. I meant to say it right in the beginning, and then I'm like, ooh, I just remembered.
Right. Word.
Yes.
All right. So we have a plethora of sips, bips, and all good things for y'all. Again, Black folks stay winning in the news, and Black women especially stay winning in the news. So we wanted to highlight some incredible women for you this week, as well as brothers in power. But I'll kick it off. I had to shout out our incredible past guest, Aja Burrell Wood, who is the managing director of Berklee College of Music's Institute of Jazz and Gender Studies. And she was also, if you guys saw, she was one of our guests for the Billie Holiday tribute briefly. But she has been recognized for her work. She just announced her work on Sidra Smith's A Love Tale, which is a TV show that premiered on June 3rd. It includes music from Terry Lynn Carrington and Ray Angry in association with Essence Studio. What I love about this is not only are Black women winning in music, but Black women from Berklee are winning in music. And I think you guys should definitely check out this show. I also love that Sidra Smith directed it. It's, again, Black women are doing dope things, creating the shows that they want to see, and then staffing it and using music from Black musicians. It makes me happy. Just like the show that Neek just mentioned, like there's so much stuff going on right now. So check out BET Plus for that new show. And congratulations to Aja Burrell Wood. We salute you, sis. And we can't wait to have her on as a guest of the show, probably later on this summer as well.
Yes.
Second is Mary J. Blige. Y'all know I love me some Mary J.
Yes.
I saw her 2 years ago when she came to Denver. Sis shut the show down, sang all of my classics, gave me all of my life. There is a film coming out right now for the making of my life. It is coming out on Amazon Prime June 25th. I cannot wait to see this. Listen, Mary J. is the undisputed queen of R&B, hip hop, whatever genre.
Period.
From What's the 411 to My Life to Everything Began Just Fine to all of the work that she has done, to her acting work, to her incredible legacy and career. We just salute her. I love that she's getting her flowers now because she deserves them. And shout out to you because she still looks like she's 15. So I don't know where she's from, but Mary J. Blige is the truth. And then my last one is, listen, y'all. I talked about celebrity crushes before, and I don't think I mentioned this, but if I had to say a female celebrity crush, Tiana Taylor, hands down, is everything. She is all the things all the time. I freaking love her. But last week, she was announced that she's the first Black woman to be named #1 sexiest woman alive, of course, in Maxim's Hot 100 Women of Influence. If y'all don't know who Teyana Taylor is, she's a singer, songwriter, actress, dancer, choreographer, director, and model. And last year, she just announced that she was quitting music to focus on acting and directing. And she released, she's a creative director for the fashion company Pretty Little Thing. What I love about Teyana Taylor is that she's multi-hyphenated. She embodies like what I love about the contemporary artist these days. You need to have multiple revenue streams. You need to not be able to try new things. It just gives you so much longevity in your career. And she's just dope as hell and sexy as hell. So listen, shout out to Teyana Taylor. That's all I'm saying about that. Don't give me no eyebrows.
You know.
I love her.
Thanks. Teyana is dope. Hell yeah.
She really is.
Big ups. Big ups.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Who you got, Carrie? Who you got?
Right. I got one. So my sister in power this week is none other than Shelly Ann Fraser Price, baby. So let me give you a little bit of context for those that do not know. I ran track when I was in high school. It was a big part of my life. Track and field is like my thing. Shelly Ann Fraser Price is a sprinter from Jamaica. Big up, boop, boop, boop. She is currently the fastest woman alive on the planet. And she recently set the national record in Jamaica for the 100-meter dash with a time of 10.63 seconds, which is like that. Okay. Right. So big ups to her. She's the second fastest recorded time for a woman in history, right behind the phenomenal FloJo. So I just wanted to make sure we give her flowers while she is alive. She is I don't know if there are any track fans in the house, but she is such a humble spirit. If you've ever seen her, I've actually had the chance to see her in person, which was really, really cool. When I was at Penn Relays back in my high school days, man, her and Veronica Campbell Brown were there, and I swear to God, I almost passed out. It was amazing. But anyway, and so she's such a humble spirit, such a light. So big up to my people out there in Jamaica, always holding it down. You know what I'm saying? As the runners in the world, as Usain Bolt says, it's something about the yams, man. Something about the yams there in Jamaica. The vital, you know what I mean? The vital. That keeps us moving and keeps us quick and keeps us on our toes. And so just big love to her.
I love it. Sis is first.
Yes, baby.
We literally was watching her videos yesterday.
And it was like,
I was like, ma'am, yes.
Right. It's like, I mean, out the blocks, like, it was wild. But anyway. So.
But can we also shout out Jamaica, because isn't it true? And tell me if I'm right, Carrie, like Jamaica has a low still number of coronavirus cases. Like Jamaica still is like, we ain't messing with y'all over there. Right.
Corona where?
Over here.
Right.
We living our best lives. So shout out to Jamaica in general, man.
Thanks.
Hell yeah. Awesome. Well, I have a bip today.
All right.
I saw this and I was like, wow, this is really dope. So I wanted to highlight him. He's actually one of my favorite comedians of all time, none other than Mr. Chris Rock. He was doing an interview with Nicole Kidman. And during the interview, he was talking about how men don't like to listen to women on these sets and just in general in Hollywood. And then he says, I've actually fired men who wouldn't listen to women. And I just thought, like, thank you, sir.
Right.
Thank you. Like, you have to just imagine in this industry, the Hollywood industry, that it is very male oriented. But then he started talking about how women have actually been running comedy for years. Everybody thought that comedy was like male oriented. He was like, no, the women, the most powerful women ran all the comedy clubs. New York, LA, like all the big joints, women. And so Nicole Kidman asked me, he's like, so why do you respect women? He's like, man, I don't know, maybe my mama. Like,
because I got a mama.
Like my mama. And then he said, Joy Behar and like a lot of women comedians took him under his wing when he was younger. And he was just like, I just have a lot of love and respect for women, and women are like giants in this industry. And so I just really appreciated that he had that that moment to speak about it publicly, about how he will fire folks. And how many times have we been in situations in our career where men just or they love to mansplain you to death, or, say the same thing you just said, but it made them feel better. So thank you, Chris Rock, for firing men who can't respect women in Hollywood. And I hope that more men hear this conversation and will speak up as well. So I just had to shout him out for that. Thought it was dope.
Right.
Oh, that's beautiful. Real talk.
Against the Kevin Samuels of the world. We have
you know what I'm saying?
Great things out here for Black women.
Don't ever let me see him out.
Whoo, child.
I remember when I saw John Gray in the airport, right after Raj got married. And back then it was like, oh my God, it's John Gray.
Right.
Now if I saw that nigga, I'd be like, bop, right in your little no neck having.
No neck having.
No neck having. Oh, Lord.
So where's your neck? Where's your neck, sir?
Hey, why your legs looking like this?
I tell y'all, don't ever piss off Monique Brooks Roberts, honey. She will come for you.
Honey, we're gonna get to that in the BAN. We're gonna get to that.
Right.
Speaking of BAN.
Speaking of BAN, mine is silly this week, y'all, because I just could not get over this, and I can't decide which is my BAN. So let me tell you my story.
God.
So. Not my story, but this is my BAN of the week. There was an Italian artist, Salvatore Garau, and he sold a sculpture for $18,000. Here's the thing, though. The sculpture is nothing more than empty space. The artwork titled Io Sono, which is translated to I am in Italian, it's a 5x5 foot square, free of obstruction, according to ArtNet. You don't see it, but it exists. It's made of air and spirit. Now, here's the thing, and this was announced via the New York Post. Here's my issue. I can't decide if the artist who sold the space worth $18,000 is a BAN, or if the person who bought it and spent the money, the $18,000, is a BAN. And this is why. Out of everything going on in the world right now, and out of the things that you could spend your goddamn money on, if you're a person who has $18,000 sitting in the bank to buy some quote unquote art, this is what the fuck you choose to spend your money on. This is what the fuck you choose to use. This is how you choose to support.
Fucking crazy. I'm sorry.
I just don't understand. Like, they spend their money on the stupidest stuff, and then you have people who are literally dying in the streets. But you're going to pay $18,000 for
air.
I can't get over that.
To me, the person who spent it is the
facts. Right. Facts. You were like, go ahead and charge that to this card.
You don't.
Right.
Air.
But also, I was in Philly on Monday. I went for a day trip, and I went to the museum. I went to the Philly Museum of Modern Art. I think it was Museum of Contemporary Art, where Senga Nguti's exhibit is, which was amazing, Nick. And I'm telling you, it was so cool to not only see that you did this show with her in Denver, but then to go to Philly and see her work also displayed there, and how she did like these two different exhibits in different states around the same topic. So that was beautiful. But being at that museum, her art was the most engaging, interesting thing in the museum. The rest of it was like literally colonial America from like the 1800s, 1700s, 1600s. And it just makes me think what passes for art in this country, and how you guys use those funds and that money instead of supporting real artists who do dope things like Senga and others. Whatever, man. So.
And how many people showed up to this unveiling?
Child,
how do you unveil nothing? How do you unveil not a thing?
Pulled back the blanket, I tell you,
everybody was like, "Yo,
girl, is this what I came for? Really? A box of air? Is that what you're
a box of air?"
And they be in there like, brilliant. Oh my God, what an amazing concept.
Right. So abstract. It's so, it's just, it's everything and nothing all at once.
Child.
How do you grasp? I can't.
But that's whiteness in a nutshell. You'll pay $18,000 for nothing, as opposed to supporting people who really need help in the world around you, even in the neighborhood around you. So, anyway,
I just can't. I just
when you sent it in the group text,
I was like, "This is not real, Raj."
I didn't think it was real either.
This is not a thing. No, but no, it's unfortunately this is our reality.
Right. Right. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. It's silly, but seriously, y'all, and I in the comments, y'all, if you're watching this, like, what is the craziest thing you've seen people spend money on for art or waste money on, even for art and things like that? Because that's the thing that's so crazy about this country is that we're such a rich country, but we refuse to support social programs that will make us better as a community. Right. So that it burns my blood every time I see something like this. So. Oh, what did Bonnet say? Well, and also, first of all, hi, Bonnet.
Hello.
Hello.
Americans are strange AF. This girl, they are.
Girl, I'm Jamaican, okay? I'm
like,
I don't claim these motherfuckers.
I don't know them.
Oh, man.
It's wild. It's wild.
Yeah.
I don't have a BA in this week.
You don't have one? Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's okay.
I have like 2.
Go ahead, Neek. Look at the look.
First, okay, and then also with this BAN, when I tell y'all, please comment how you would react in the situation or how you feel, and tell me if you feel like I'm overreacting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, or I'm gonna set it up like this. I'm gonna ask you the question, and you tell me what you would do in the comment. You're on a plane. Y'all gotta, you know how you gotta take your pen and fill out the customs. Your neighbor doesn't have a pen. They ask you, can I borrow your pen?
Mm-hmm.
You have a moment where you're like, okay, I'm going to be nice. I'm going to let you borrow my pen.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do with that pen when you're done with it?
I wipe it off because
wipe it off and give it back.
Know.
Wipe it off. But if you were the person that needed a pen from somebody.
You give it back, yeah.
You give it back to the person.
Yeah.
Period. So this white lady.
Here we go, Jesus.
On my flight.
Okay, Karen.
Was like, oh, can I borrow your pen, please? I didn't bring a pen. I was like, sure. No problem. I'm, talking to the kids. It's like 10, 15 minutes later. I'm like, where's my pen?
Right.
I was like, excuse me, ma'am. She sat right in front in the middle. Excuse me, ma'am. My pen? Oh, I gave it to my family to use.
Oh no! Then get it back, sucker! Like
I was like, where is it?
Yeah, where's my pen?
So the son had it, and I was like, can I have my pen, please?
So
right.
And he was like, oh, I gave it to my sister. I said, listen, this is not okay.
Right.
I said, I let one person use the pen, and I don't mind, but you should have asked me. And the woman was just like, she didn't care. Just her privilege of like, I don't care about your pen. I'm going to give your pen to all my 10 family members on this flight. Now, am I overreacting? In the time of the Rona. And y'all can give me back my little sticky pen. Y'all, first of all, and I was like, y'all should have told me. And I didn't want to be the angry Black woman on the flight. But what you not about to do is pass my pen around and not say nothing. Who does it? It would, girl, right. I could never borrow somebody's pen and be like, y'all need a pen too? Here, Carrie, here, right? Without being like, I mean, I have a sanitizer. I can put some sanitizer on it. Do you mind if my friend use your pen really quick? Right. And when I said something to the white woman, she was like, looking at me like, what? And then her
what
son
if that was like passed down from your like great grandmama?
Right.
You know, I mean, I'm just saying, or it's yours, exactly. Like just in general, like it's I don't know.
That's it was mad inconsiderate, and I was like, who does that? Like I have never done that, and like all her family was using. I did get it back, and I was like, but you should have told me that you let all your family use it. Like,
did they wipe it down?
Girl, no.
The whole family.
I was like.
Right.
Germs
and y'all didn't even like, and the guy was like, since I clowned you, now the guy wanted to say sorry, but I was just like, who does that? So then I got to be ignorant.
Right.
And I got to start talking loud.
Right.
Really, babe? Right. Really? This woman right here want to take my pen. She don't want to give it back. She want to give it to her. And then I got to be ignorant because now I'm mad.
Don't mess with me.
Not with me.
I was really annoyed. So that's my number one. And the second one. Okay. And then I'm going to be done. We can get to our topic.
Go ahead, Nick. Let it out.
I know we have white people watching, and we love y'all.
I love you.
We really do. Yeah. But we love y'all enough to check y'all and tell y'all that y'all need to.
I don't love white supremacy though. You know
that part.
And back in college, I realized that I was walking off of the sidewalk to let white people pass me. Black people do it subconsciously. There have actually been studies about this. We have all been in situations where we're walking on a sidewalk and white people are taking up so much space and they don't even see you that you will just step in the street,
girl,
step in the grass. It's like they don't even see you. And so I had mentioned this to Mom years ago. My mother-in-law, who was on the show last week, shout out, she was like, oh, there was like somebody in Boston who did an entire thing that I think it got printed in the Globe. They did an experiment down near like Boylston Street, down in that area. And it was a Black man, and he was like, for every white person, and everybody should know, walk on the right side, the other people walk on the other side. Right. It was like almost 100% of the time, white people did not move out of the way for him and expected him to move. This is my PSA to white people. This is my PSA.
Here she go.
In your mind, you are probably just subconscious, like the way we subconsciously move out of the way, you subconsciously have this superior complex. Like you think that you don't need to move in your brain. Y'all have to move, because if you run next to me, I must slam you right in your arm. I can't tell you how many times I'd be like, I ain't moving. No. Bam. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. No, you're not. Because you saw me standing here.
Are you?
Right.
Are you sorry? You had a whole space over there.
Right.
I have made it my mission since 2002 to run into people.
Come on, to run into people.
Because you don't own this sidewalk. I have even stopped and been like, I'm going to wait for you to go around me.
Right.
Because that's not what I'm going to like. But I think it's just been
Or in New York, sometimes I will literally just stand there and watch them, like you said, and make you walk around. Because
you're going to move.
Right.
And so that was happening a lot at the resort. And I was like, I'm not here for it. This shoulder is strong enough to withstand.
Right. Okay.
Go ahead, knock me in my shoulder. And then I'm going to be like, watch out. Then they'd be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. No, you're not. You're not paying attention.
Can I add an addendum to this BAN that you're talking about?
Yes.
In the age of the Rona, and I know we are recovering, and yes, I feel great. I'm so happy that people are getting their vaccine. If that's what you want to do, I'm happy that the world is opening up. But if you stand too close to me in a line,
I'm
gonna tell you something right now. At the airport, I cannot believe how many people were like up on my I literally would turn around and be like, "This is the first time I'm flying since the pandemic. What you not gonna do? I need you to be all up in my face during this coronavirus pandemic time. It's not over yet, and I need you to back up 6 feet, y'all.
6 feet. Even when we're not in the pandemic, why are you breathing on my neck?
Why are you on my neck?
Back up.
Like, why can I smell what you have for breakfast?
Dude.
Like, why you? I mean, it's too much. It's too much.
I can't. It's like white entitlement. Because black people don't be standing on my neck. Black people be like, hey, sis, you good? I'll be like, we keep a healthy distance, pandemic or not.
Distance, baby.
Why are you breathing on my back?
Big facts.
That's right.
It's body agency at the end of the day. Yeah. It's body agency at the end of the day. Yes. Right. Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead, Neek.
She said, I call it white entitlement. I intentionally stopped moving the way out in college too. Yes, girl. And I'm loud with just say
excuse me.
Honey, I will get you together in 2.2 seconds. And I bet you never do that shit again with another black person. Because what you don't want, because girl, I'd be like, bam. Oh, you want to run it? Bam. Oh, God.
Nick ain't got no chill. I don't know what y'all thought.
Girl, that's none of us do, truth be told.
Ain't no.
Don't stand on my back in a store, because girl, I will. You turn around like.
Right.
They be like, oh, sorry.
Yeah. Are you?
And I wait till you back up, because you clearly up in my space. Like, and if you that close to me, you need to be paying my rent. So unless you're trying to come up out of check, I need you to back the fuck up out my space. Thank you.
Amen to that.
Child, just pull out your Cash App and be like,
right. This
You're
booty
on my back.
This booty costs.
You paying for my groceries or not? Right.
For this proximity.
Jesus Christ, I can't stand it.
Yes, Bonnet. Bonnet said, check so many people in the streets. And but listen, sis, and in New York too, because I don't care that it's everywhere. New York. Have some couth about yourself when you're walking down the street. My God.
Especially when they be on their phone and they be like, "Oh, I didn't know." Well, look the fuck up. Like,
how about that? You don't own the sidewalk.
You don't, baby.
It just boils down to consideration, and there's too many humans who are just not considerate of other people. I just be like really over it.
Just
like,
be a good human.
Just be a good person.
Like asking for a lot.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand.
Like it's not rocket science.
It's not. It's not.
Anyway,
so
I have one culture tag for y'all.
Oh yeah, I was slipping last time. Jeez.
Hey Carrie, you better know this one because Carrie, this is your song from like Jump. You used to freaking walk in the house all the time, quoting the lyrics of this doggone song. So I'm gonna see if you know what it is. It's a Cardi B song.
I don't dance now. I make money moves.
Yes,
I don't gotta dance. I make money moves. If you see me and I don't speak, that means I don't fuck with you. I'm a boss. You a worker, bitch. I make money moves.
Hey. I knew she would know it.
I love me some Cardi B, baby.
Yes. Okay. So that's my one for today. I'm not gonna give y'all any others right now. So, but that was my one. I thought that was cute because I know
that is. No, I appreciate that. That's my jam. Listen, you want to get me hype,
right?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. I do have a question of the day.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's an interesting question.
Oh, I already knew. The last one was all nice, so I knew it was coming.
It's interesting. So, and like, like a little trigger warning in the beginning, because it is, it could, like the first part of it can sound a little triggering. If you were being held at gunpoint to get a face tattoo.
Oh no. Carrie, Lord Jesus. Now you know good and well.
I'm sorry, I just want to know. If you were being forced to get a face tattoo, what face tattoo would you get?
First of all, shoot me. Because what you not gonna do is tell me I gotta force to put something on my face.
I feel that. I respect that.
But if I had to get something, I would get like a music note or something like right here. Okay. And then you can kiss my entire ass.
Kiss my entire ass. I'm gonna beat your ass 100%. I'm a pistol whip your ass. Facts.
Child.
There you go.
I'm gonna figure out how to do one of them reverse moves, snatch a gun, knock
you out. Right.
And if you a dude, you gonna leave ballless.
Ballless. Lorena Bobbitt that joint.
And I will go feed them to somebody.
100%. I'll feed them to you. Open up. Listen, I fight dirty, baby. Let's go.
Listen, you crossed me wrong. Kansas, we loyal, but honey, once you really cross,
then you deserve whatever's coming.
Right. Yeah. It's a wrap.
You know what? I would get like a little small treble clef, like right here.
Yeah.
Like just give me a little treble clef, a little eighth note. Some have to blend in with my hairline. Some I could put my baby hair over.
Right.
Smooth it over with the baby hair.
I think I'll try chiming in. Bonnet said a treble clef. Jay said a beauty mark. Yeah.
A beauty mark. That's
right there. Yeah, that's cute.
I would like a little, I would do a little Marilyn Monroe or something,
Right. Abby said a small butterfly.
Yeah.
Okay, love it.
Mariposas. I like it.
And I like that. But now I would do the music note on the back of my neck, Tammy. Yeah. That would be cute.
I want to do that now.
I'm actually getting that tattoo. Like, that's a plan.
To get one on the back of your neck?
No, like, probably like right here.
Oh, yeah. Like, I would love like a little something.
Yeah.
What you gonna get, Carrie? And you
haven't decided yet. I haven't decided. You're right. I haven't decided.
You ain't sneaking by. No.
Okay, my bad. No. You're right. I mean, it'll probably be like some type. Like, I really love your mic, Raj. You know, like that really old school kind of. I feel like it might be something like that. Yeah, probably.
Yes. On your face, though? You would get a mic on your face?
Right here.
What? Okay.
No, I'm joking. I don't.
A bigger. I'm like, okay, girl.
No. I'm joking. But I mean, like, yeah, it would be cute. Like, I would find a way to keep it classy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll work it out. I don't know.
And I don't know why you asking these questions. You military, you disarm the sucker. So we need clues. We need information.
I'm just saying. I thought it would be an interesting conversation.
It is.
Absolutely.
It is. I like that question. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm. All right,
y'all.
Let's dig into this topic, y'all, because and our answers might be more surprising than you think. But go ahead, Nick. Let's lay it on out.
I need context, baby. Let's talk about this.
Okay, right. So we didn't get to talk about this last week, so it might be old news, but bear with us because it's fresh to us. Okay. Mm-hmm. Monique, the comedian, was on Instagram and she did kind of like this PSA video on her page. Just, she came from a place of love, is what she said. And she is sick of y'all. Okay? She is sick of y'all in the airport. Okay? With your bonnets on, with your pajamas on.
Go ahead, Nick, because go ahead.
She's sick of y'all. And for her, it is very much like you don't have pride in the way you're dressing and pride in the way you look. And we, as Black women, need to, give a crap about how we look when we walk out the house. And so she just was like, and if you see them, tap them on their shoulder.
Don't tell me what.
I'm sorry. Okay. If you see them, tap them on the shoulder and say, baby, now you could do better than this. Now you know how
wow.
Baby, you could do better than this. And I love you. But I want you to look better and be better. Okay. And so the gist was that when Black women leave the house, we should, act like we got some couth about it. So what y'all think?
No. I want to know what you think first, Nick.
Okay. I personally am not walking in an airport with my pajamas and a bonnet on.
Personally.
For me, and as for me in my house, we should serve.
Hallelujah.
The
passion. Thank you very much.
100%.
Paramount. Amen.
Now listen, I take a lot of red-eye flights, and you will catch me in my Grace Elie flat cap when my hair is twisted up.
Come on.
I'm not going to wear pajamas and slippers. However, at the end of the day, if that's how you want to walk out your house, sis, who am I? Who are me to judge?
Who is me?
Who are me to walk up to you and be like, sis, now you could do better, but I'm saying this with love. And then if I get knocked out.
Then what? You going to be mad? You going to cry the news?
Right. You going to pay my medical bills, Monique?
Child.
If somebody punched me in my, Monique the comedian, I mean. But
right.
Go ahead, Mo. Go ahead. My bad.
I just, at the end of the day, if you want to be in the airports, it's not, I fly a lot. So I see who she's talking about, but it don't really bother me because I'm like, well, that's you, girl. And I just think that if that's how you want to present yourself and that's how you want to do it, then do it. To me, it's not my vibe. But if that's how you want to do it and you want to travel in comfort, I don't think that you should be looked at as less than because that's how you chose to go to the airport.
Right.
And I'm not walking up to you to tell you to dress differently because it's not my business. And how about we mind our business? And what you do, if it doesn't hurt me, that's what I'm saying. Like, to me, if it's not hurting anybody, like, why are you so opinionated about it? Listen, I wouldn't roll up like that, but that ain't me. Go ahead and do what you want to do, sis. Why you be doing it?
I got opinions.
Right. Okay. You go ahead, Carrie. I'll wait.
Yes.
Because I have a read, so I'll wait.
I'm so excited.
And I know what you're going to say, which is why I saved that so you could say it, right?
100%. We're going to say the best for last. I'm so excited for this read. I just got all tingly. Okay. So no, I mean, 100% what you said, Mo, like, mind your business. You know what I'm saying? Like, I enjoy actually minding my business. It is a pleasurable thing for me. You know what I'm saying? It brings me peace. You know what I mean? To not be all up in people's because I know exactly what you're talking about, especially in the airport. But like, that's a place of like transition. Like, you about to be on these long ass flights. Like, and like you said, who are me? Who is me to have to tell you? Because at the end of the day, like, you gonna show up and you gonna turn out like you gonna take that bonnet off, baby, and like you know, go ahead and do whatever you do with the locks and the hair, and you gonna go ahead and get all dolled up when you want to, when it's convenient for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it makes sense for you. But like, I don't understand why we have to align with the same like patriarchal concepts of like what a woman is supposed to look like. Like, why can't a woman look comfortable? Why is that not acceptable?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? True. So like, I don't understand. Like, oh, she look crazy. No, she looks comfortable. Like, she looks like she's ready to take a nap, because she probably is.
Right. Girl, they be bringing pillows, full blankets. I'd be like, okay, girl,
get your life. I mean, like, why would I be upset? I just feel like that's a lot of wasted energy. Like,
I agree with that.
So much wasted energy. Like, you could be doing so much more with that energy, Monique the comedian. I don't know. It just don't feel. It feels like she's projecting something. Like, there's something there that she doesn't want to be 100%. That she just doesn't want to be honest with herself about. So I'm like, baby, you know, look, take a nice look in the mirror and mind your damn business. Like, that's how I don't know.
Listen,
here we go.
I'm ready.
And let me tell you something. Let me tell you something first and foremost. I am the first one to tell you that a woman, in my opinion, should be classy, should have some couth about her, and should have some couth about the way that she dresses and how she presents herself in society. Personally, for me, that is my choice for me. Right. However, I just want to know, was anybody tapping Monique on the shoulders when she was wearing them hairy ass legs at the Golden Globe Awards? Was anybody tapping sis on the shoulder when she was looking a hot mess on a regular basis for award shows, for showing up things, how she refused to shave her legs and and she only started shaving them because they started to look patchy and I could respect all of this if it was coming from someone like Felicia Rashad or someone who had some grace and class about them. Actually, no, I couldn't even respect it from them. I could understand that they would have a desire for our women of our generation to carry themselves in a certain way. Ayanna Van Zandt, like, we have these expectations about, we have these conversations that we have internally in the community about what we can do for ourselves to better ourselves as women. That's different than a public conversation shaming women at the airport. So I have a real problem with what Monique said. The reason I have a problem is because there is a history of policing Black women's bodies. There's a history of Black people in the community with this acceptance policy, this acceptability politics, this conformity politics, that in order for Black people to be accepted in certain situations, you need to wear certain things or you need to show up looking a certain way. It comes across a lot in corporate boardrooms, for instance. If a woman walks into a boardroom with an afro, you take her less seriously than a woman who has pressed hair. I have a problem with that. I think society should change its mindset, not Black women changing their hair. You understand what I'm saying? And not Black women changing how they present themselves. Also, if I am flying to London or Belize or an international trip, and you might see me, it'll be loungewear. It'll be very elegant loungewear. Right. But you might see me in loungewear in first class, darling. And you might see me in a bonnet because I might have to get off the flight and be on a show. Exactly. Or I might have to get off the flight and be presentable right away. My problem is this judgment that we have on other women about how we show up in general. Now, are there ways that we can have educational programs and things like that to show women different possibilities of career choices, things like that? Yes. None of that has to do with how you dress, how you show up, whatever. And also, if we're going to have these kind of conversations, then I need to have somebody coming out talking about, what's the boy who has the dreadlocks that looks like he has 3 pieces of carpet on his head? You know what I'm talking about? Lil Wayne.
Oh, Lil Wayne. Okay, so the weekend did for a minute too.
Yeah. With millions of dollars will show up looking like straight trash. And white America and everybody else will support them. You see
even Jay-Z now.
Bonnet, right? Oh, yeah. Right. You see a black woman in a bonnet in the airport, and you have all kinds of judgments about who she is, what she does for work, what her life choices are, and how she runs her bit. Like all of that stuff, better. I'm just done with it. So, and then finally, like Camille said, and like Bonnet said, do not come on Instagram trying to preach to me, and your ass is in a robe, honey, a raggedy looking robe.
See, I mean,
trying to tell me how I should as a black woman in society. It makes me sad because I think that Monique is an incredible artist. I think that she's an incredible advocate for us as a community. And I think she means well, but she always 9 times out of 10, the way she goes about it, y'all. And I don't even disagree with her fight for Netflix. I don't disagree with the things that she has done. I will support that woman even now. I will still buy a ticket, but I'm going to tell you when you're wrong, and you're wrong on this.
You're wrong, sis.
You know, like if you're my child, if you're my daughter, yes, I can tell you, please don't show up in the airport like that, baby. Don't do it. But run up on me in the airport with a bonnet on.
Tap me on my shoulder.
Tap me on my shoulder and think you're going to tell me something about the way I dress and how I conduct myself and how I move. Let's talk about the good things that women are doing. Let's stop having these big conversations about what you think women should be wearing and all of that. I just feel like it does not add anything to the conversation. It only subtracts, and it only, again, puts black women in a bad light. Fuck all of that. Wear what you want to wear at the airport, and damn you for trying to judge me and tell me what I'm going to wear on my body, period. I'm done.
I'm going to pull up Jazzy's post that says,
Amen.
I saw a post where people said, it's no different than men telling young boys to pull up their pants. Now, let me tell y'all what Floyd Spencer can't stand. My mom. He cannot stand to see a young boy sagging. And when we were kids, when I was coming up, that Negro would roll down his window. Back when it was like this. And if you saw some young boys standing on a corner with their pants underneath
right,
sucker, pull your pants up. Now you look dumb. You look stupid, pull your pants up. That's no different. So Jazzy is right.
I don't feel like it's the same.
You don't feel like that's the same?
But where did sagging pants come from when it comes to young men? That's a different conversation than bonnets for black women.
But for them, it's a fashion style. For them, it's a fashion style.
But it didn't start out that way.
But regardless of how it started out, the bottom line is somebody checked you about it. Somebody still ran up and tapped you on your shoulder and said and tried to police what you was wearing. So was my dad right or was he wrong?
I don't agree that. I think it's different I think it's different when an elder in the community comes to you directly and has a conversation with you. Somebody in your neighborhood has a conversation with you. Like I had many aunts and many older women in my church who helped me and would give me tips and things like that. Some of them not helpful, some of them helpful. That's why you got to take it with a grain of salt. So I think in that case, your dad speaking to those young men in his neighborhood is a different conversation than me being on the internet and literally trying to shame all black women who show up in the airport in bonnets. It's hard.
Yeah,
I mean, I get it.
That kind of platform. You know what I mean?
And my dad, if he had that type of platform, he probably would say that. It would probably still bug him to the day. And it wasn't even just our neighborhood. We could be a half an hour. We could be in a whole nother state. And if he saw it, he always checked it. And I used to be embarrassed, like, oh my God, no, don't do it. Because I always felt like if they're gonna dress like that, that's how they're gonna dress.
They gonna
say? And then sometimes they cuss him out. Shut the old man, like he didn't care. Right. He just was like, I'm gonna tell them because I don't like it. I don't think they should be walking out the house like this.
What if the men were wearing? What if your dad didn't like men in pink suits? Or what if your dad didn't like men in skinny
wearing
jeans?
do-rags, maybe? Because I've actually heard that.
Right.
Do-rags.
Right. I just feel like it's a slippery slope. Like, I feel like I understand it and I agree with your dad. And for my son walking out my house, I would have a conversation with him about it because that's my own personal opinion. Right. But do I think that, like, if Jay-Z's walking around with his pants sagging, is he any less of a brilliant man? Is he any less of an incredible human being? You know, is he any less of all these things? Beyonce, if she wears a mini skirt, is she any less of a boss? Is she any less of a queen?
If Beyonce's wearing a bonnet, what you gonna say, Monique?
Right.
I mean, she ain't gonna say nothing.
Shit, you ain't gonna say nothing. But I mean,
that's the thing. Like, bonnet, sweetie.
100%. but that's I don't know. That's why I be like, I really am a fan of minding my own business. Like,
and that's the business that minds you. It's really free to just not say a thing.
Facts. Like, I'm just gonna live my life. Like, unless your ass is on me with your pants down, like, then I have nothing to say.
Right.
But we also have to check our own bias.
I mean, 100%.
We do. Because I'm not going to lie. If I see girls all loud in the airport cursing at 6 o'clock in the morning, blah, 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 I'd be like, really, sis? Like, you're making us look kind of silly right now. But then I have to check that. Is that right for me to say that? Because you know these white people looking at me.
I'm about to say, because that might be me on like a really good Friday.
And it might be us, depending on what
100%. That's what I'm saying. That's what I don't know.
That's
like,
what I'm saying. It's just like, how do we... Right.
I feel like if I have a personal relationship with you, like, or if I had the opportunity to have a conversation with you about like why you make that choice, and maybe like, we could talk about, hey, like there are other options, but if you gonna do what the fuck you want to do, like, I don't know, like, because trust and believe, I'm gonna put on what the fuck I want to put on.
Right. The question is, how are we perceived by other people who see what we do?
But I don't think that should be our responsibility. I'm sorry, I cut you off.
No. I agree with you. I'm just going to say, how are we perceived by other people who see what we do? And also understanding that we as a people are more colorful, more free, more expressive, more all of that. And so when we see other people, is it that we have a problem with the pants sagging or their activities? Or is it that we're worried about how people will perceive us? And then, do we need to not be thinking that way? And how do we challenge that?
Right. And that's a great point. I think it's a little bit of both. I mean, for me, I'm going to be 1,000% honest with y'all. When I know I'm about to show up to some white people and play my violin, I'd be like, okay, girl.
Right.
You got to act a certain way, talk a certain way. I can't be like how I'm talking with y'all. Is it right? No, but do we all do it to make sure that I'm going to keep working or this and that? What if I show up, hey, girl, how y'all doing? They ain't going to hire me again.
Right.
Is that wrong? If that was my personality, like, it would be me. But that's how they view us.
Not wrong. It's not wrong if that's your personality. You just got to find the peg for you. You got to find the job for you. You know what I mean? There are people who will hire you because of that. But if you want to be in corporate America, go ahead, Carrie. I'm sorry.
Right.
No, you good. I'm sorry. No, guys, I know we all have, I know there's a lot of opinions and I love it. No, because I feel like, but that's why I feel like it's even more harmful, like what Monique did, right? Because like, even in opportunities where we're just trying to be ourselves and be comfortable,
right,
we're being scrutinized by our own people,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And like, I just feel like it's not my responsibility to make you feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I walk up into a space and I understand this particular day, like I'm going to put this on because I feel comfortable in this setting because I know I'm gonna be surrounded by a bunch of people that are about to judge me. You know what I'm saying? And so to make sure that I feel as comfortable as possible in this gig and understanding that it'll be a great opportunity to maybe get, gigs in the future. So I'm going to present myself this way. I feel comfortable making that decision. You know what I'm saying? And so if I'm going to the airport, or if I'm out going to, the store, whatever the case might be, I'm going to dress however I feel comfortable. You know what I mean? Like, and it is not up to me to worry about your level of comfort. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not because I understand the code switching. Like, I understand like that's the world that we live in. And like, we have to, be these different parts of ourselves in order to make sure that we're not, turning off the people that have the money. Like, because let's be real, like we don't have the access to the resources that we need and we want sometimes. Right. And so we have to play that game sometimes. I get it. Mm-hmm. But like, when I'm ready to like just be me and like show up as myself and I choose to put on whatever the hell I put on, like I don't need you. I don't know. Like I don't need to feel like I'm under a microscope even with my people. Right. And even in environments where like I thought that I could be safe and comfortable in this environment. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like that's to me, that's what makes it even more harmful. You know what I'm saying? But that's my
listen, I understand. I feel like it's two things. On the one hand, the generation that's coming up, which is so interesting, right? Because I'm sure that our generation had a lot to say about the things that we did and the decisions we made. So let's say that.
Sure.
But the generation coming up, look at the examples that they have for how to dress, how to be, how to, act. Look at the examples in artistry. Look at the examples in entrepreneurship and what millionaires and what, even the people who are big in our culture right now, how they walk, how they dress, what they do, because that's what they see as an example. Look at reality TV. They see women making billions of dollars acting a fool on TV, looking a mess. And they think that that's what they see, they aspire to that. Mm-hmm. So I feel like in order for us to improve our situation, we need to improve what leadership in the Black community looks like. And that's how, and that's why I feel like it's also problematic what Monique said, because I'd rather you exemplify it than try to preach to it. Because if you haven't exemplified it and I'm seeing your hairy legs and your whatever hot messness on the internet and showing up to award shows, but then you want to tell me how we should be, I have a problem with that. I have a problem.
And I know she did that video in a raggedy ass robe. Like I didn't even.
So
what's the point? Why are you here? Like why are you?
And people who don't know no better will look at that and be like, "That's the example." And I'm sorry, but it's not. And don't do that. Don't police women and don't without giving them a level to aspire to. We had Maya Angelou. We had Nina Simone. We had we had so many women, so many elegant, graceful, incredible women in Black leadership that we could embody, that we could, indemnify and dress like, and Felicia Rashad and all these people in art and all that. There was a grace in art. There was a grace in music and everything that isn't there now. It's literally about the hoochie-ness and the ass and that.
I don't know. I mean, I hear you.
No, like really have a debate.
I hear you, but I look at people like Janelle Monáe, or I look at people like I don't know. I mean, and I know, or like Lena Waithe, and I mean, like, and I know Lena Waithe is problematic, whatever. But like, I look at like sometimes they're my examples. I'd be like, ooh, that's cute. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a cop that. Like, I don't know. I feel like it just boils down to like standards have changed. Like time, keep up with the times, baby. Like we got to keep up with the times. Times have changed, but also at the same time, like I feel like with the times changing with fashion, like there's also a level of fucks that like people don't have anymore.
They don't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not mad at that, because we've had to care so much. Like we've had to obsess over people's opinions of like what we look like and how we present ourselves. And we still do. Like I was saying, like sometimes we have to code switch to secure that bag. Like, and it's shitty, but that's the reality, right? And so and some people might disagree with me on that too. You know what I'm saying? Like some people that already have the money could be like, no, I walk up in the spaces and I say what I say and I do what I do. And like, they're going to get what they get. And I respect that. I'm not there yet, baby. Like I'm not. Right. But like I would say every day that I wake up, I feel like I lose a fuck to give. Like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have less fucks than I had yesterday. And like, you gonna get what you gonna get. And I just don't feel like it's our place to really police people. If I'm, like you said, Mo, like if you're not harming me, like if it is not harmful to me, then it's not my place, Right. So that's
and I completely agree with that in terms of like the times and like the generation. So like what I was told, what we were told as kids, child, you better not be out here with no V-necks on, honey. These men.
Girl, and it was a whole nother level with girl.
Like it was just back then, I feel like the low self-esteem, and there were never talks about self-love. This generation is steeped into self-care, self-love.
Yes.
Every time you go on social media, you hear somebody talking about self-love and self-care. They don't care. And I honestly, there's a part of that that's really refreshing.
Yeah, like I'm here for
I'm not there, but maybe because I'm not like this younger generation. I'm not there. I'm very much like, okay, girl, like let's look right for these white people, child. But I don't know that I would ever get to that point. But then I look at how I'm raising Lila. It is very much like, girl, love yourself. Who cares? Do your thing, sis. Now, I'm not gonna tell her to be out here with her pajamas on at the store. Right. But if she grows up and makes that decision for herself, who are me?
Who are me?
But at the end of the day, I'm still teaching her this self-love and feeling really comfortable and learning to love her body. She's in puberty. Things are changing, learning to love it through that. And so she's got more confidence at 9, child, than I probably got at 38.
Girl.
And can we talk about how white people be showing up at the airport?
But they do.
The fuck they want.
They want. Always got some pajama pants on.
Right.
Always. And nobody says anything to them. Oh, they're just comfortable.
Right.
So I that was really problematic.
I just be going in. Can Black people just be? Because what if there is a day that I want to be ignorant and hang out with my girls at the park and be loud? Does that mean that I'm no less the person that I am? 100%. I feel like there needs to be more space for Black people to be more free and more expressive and not restricted. And the more 100%. That Black folks try to put that on other Black people, it just makes me so sad and frustrated. Like, no, even if I don't like it, wear your pink hair, sis, wear your lipstick.
Where you do it, exactly.
Do what you gotta do.
I'm gonna make my personal choice and I want you to make yours. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's freedom. You know what I mean? That, like, to me, that is freedom, to understand that I can show up however it is that I want to show up and know that, like, I want you to have the space to do the same thing. There is safety in that. Like, I want you to feel free in doing that. As long as it's not harmful to anybody else. Like, that's
because it's not fair that we as Black folks have to constantly think about how we represent ourselves in those spaces when they don't give a shit about how they represent themselves in our space. Just like the sidewalk.
Right. Facts, big facts.
Y'all don't care. We are moving ourselves for you subconsciously, and y'all don't care.
Right.
It's along those lines. There's a scene in the show, y'all. Y'all gotta watch the show. Well, I know you saw it, Carrie. Did you see the scene when they're at the pool, the indoor pool, and they looking fabulous, and it's like a bunch of old white people in there, and they talking about getting it in or whatever, and she was like, shh.
Right.
She's like, shh, these white people in here. She's like, these white people heard of sex. Sex. And I was like, yes. Like, to me, that was an intentional scene. To me, somebody behind the scenes was like,
right.
We need to show a scene of Black women being Black women.
Right.
And I think it is like the lines can be blurred because a lot of us were raised in this and prim and proper kind of type situation, and now we're like seeing younger girls like who don't care. So it's like we got to check the way we think too,
right?
No, it's true. I mean, listen, it's such a slippery slope, y'all, because I do think that there is something. Natalie, that's a good point. Natalie said, but don't we judge some of these white women as rich and elegant or redneck, trashy, or racist by how they present themselves? Girl, you better freaking say that. Yes, but that's the thing, because we are conditioned to define people by society's definitions and standards, right? Which is not okay. But I guess for me, what I'm trying to understand, someone said the day I heard about that video, there was a white man in a full bathrobe, PJ pants and slip. Thank you, Jay. That's what I'm saying. It's like, again, with the judgment on how we behave or how we move or whatever. I cannot with it.
Yep.
And so, but at the same time, though, I do think that there's space and a conversation for how do we continue to elevate the culture and how do we continue to elevate the quality of our community and who we are. We do come from kings and queens. We still are that lineage, but how do we then exemplify that? And I think we do it in the moves that we make, in the businesses that we create, and in the shit that we do for our community. Not in what the fuck we wear.
100%. Because trust and believe, them kings and queens that we descended from they don't look like us today. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like what they wore, like and how they showed up. It didn't necessarily look the same way. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like,
but they were still royalty nonetheless.
Exactly.
Period.
It's it's about how you show up and what you do, not necessarily what the fuck you have on. Like,
yes. Thank y'all for this powerful conversation. Yes. My God.
I want to actually read some of these comments. The comments are getting lit up.
Yes,
I'm going to go back some. Abby says, I stay in my lane because it takes too much for me to add other people's business with mine.
I enjoy minding my business, baby.
Honey, yes. Yes. Bonnet
I'm trying to get to my flight. I ain't looking at what you
doing.
Wow.
Where's my gate? Damn it!
I got my earbuds in all the time, listening to music, listening to podcasts. Right. I ain't think about y'all.
Right.
Camille says, I wish I could tell them all to pull up their pants and to pull their bonnets off, but I still ain't tapping them on the shoulder.
Right.
Jazzy says, I agree.
Book, honey.
Right. Jazzy says, I agree, Camille. I do not mind what she said, but she definitely should not be tapping anyone on the shoulder. And if she gets punched in the face, she can't be mad.
Yes.
Bonnet says, for me, it's a pride for me, a sense of self-worth that I associate with the way I present myself. It's my bias based on my experience. So I hate to see us look dowdy, but I won't tell anyone about how they dress.
Exactly.
That was good. And Natalie says, it's unfortunate that as Black women, we are judged by the perception of the colonizers. But no matter how intelligent we are, how much money we make, how hard we work, we are judged by our worst representatives and the worst stereotypes.
That's it. And you know what? No matter what, Black people, love yourselves. You know, be fiercely you, whatever that means. If it's Billy Porter style you, if it's you, it's whatever it is.
Come on,
and don't let nobody tell you nothing, because I understand Monique's desire and I understand her heart for the people, but I just feel like that is not the hill we need to die on in 2021. We have so much more shit that we could really be talking about than what 100%. The fuck people are wearing in the airport. We just trying to get on a flight and go somewhere, sis. Leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
No,
leave me alone.
I just, it's a level of like internalized oppression that I just feel like we have to deal with as a people. Like we have to unpack that shit.
We really
do. And ask ourselves where those questions are even coming from. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like where that judgment is even coming from. Like who told us to look at our people and judge them like that?
Right.
And I'm sorry, but if you are judging me for my bonnet, then I'm judging you for your hairy legs. Okay.
Girl.
Okay.
Here's a
razor. Go ahead and judge me, but don't tap me on my shoulder, shorty. Don't tap me on my shoulder, shorty. Don't do it.
Okay, personally for me, I think it's unconscionable to show up at an award show without shaving your legs. That's me personally. I ain't gonna say nothing to you about it, but since you brought it up, sis,
honey, it's a lot. That's the new thing, honey.
I'm a Gillette on your shoulder, and just.
I can't even say nothing because I had some moments where I ain't shit. You gonna get these hairy goddamn legs.
And listen, hairiness.
That's your prerogative, sis. I
ain't 100%. Tap me on my shoulder, not you. I don't mean you.
Right, not you. But that's a new thing.
Hairy armpits.
People are coloring their hairy armpits.
Stop that! I did not know that was a thing. Stop that!
Oh, it's a thing, honey. They're bleaching their armpit hair and dyeing it pink, purple.
Stop that right now.
Live your best life. I personally,
but if that's what you want to do,
underarm hair, but live your best life, sweetie.
I'm not into hair. I'm not into hairy legs and hairy armpits.
Get like funky if you got extra hair, and I'm just saying,
the amount.
Help me help you.
Help me help you. Okay.
Oh, and then what about Erica? Listen, we're not gonna talk about Erica Badu today. That's a whole nother conversation.
What happened? Oh God.
In another episode. No, I love Erica, but Erica done let it all hang out for the past few years. Erica lost her like.
That's what I'm saying. I want to just as a people, every day that you wake up, like throw one more fuck out the window.
Yeah.
Words of wisdom.
Words of wisdom.
And on that note, shall we?
We shall. I think we shall.
And on that note,
love y'all so much.
Please shave your underarms. Please shave your legs. I'm just saying. Do you, boo? Please shave your legs.
Boo. We love y'all. We see you guys next week. Be sure to follow us on the Stiff_podcast on Instagram. Become patrons. Follow us on and subscribe to our YouTube. And we'll see y'all. All right.
We love y'all. Peace out.
Hey.